Hello and welcome back to ITCL round 2 of Monza. We are back for the ITCL and championship is heating up even in round 2 and Waterfords, Photos and Liberties.
On the way,
Way in.
good start, Allison, but he then gets forced into the back of Rodriguez. So we head down towards turn 1. So we're leading
Van der
Rodriguez,
Linde
then
maybe second.
Van Linde actually gets a clean run of it. Then Harrison Suzuki into turn 1. As Rodriguez comes across Van Linde as we head through there, and the PowerPoint kicks in, and Van Linde gets shifted off the waiting line. Harrison's got nowhere to go. We've got yellow flags in the background for a second. Kennedy. So he's having to argue Kennedy. Oh, he's out! He's blown up before you even made it to turn 1. Reminds me of what happened to Bison last year at the exact same track, if you remember. He blew up like a second after the lights went out. In what might be the quickest DNF ever.
Simon leads, Rodriguez second, Van der Linde and then Harrison.
Then Harrison, Suzuki and Kavita.
Oh, and another retirement.
Oh, but again, before he made it, he made it to turn 1. By the way, this does mean that Prober has beaten out Archie Kennedy. And possibly Villanova. Oh. Yeah, Prober's beaten 2 drivers.
Oh, and Van der Linde up to second.
Well, then ahead of Rodriguez, then Suzuki and Harrison.
Hansen them to 5th.
Not sure what happened there.
Overtaking the chicane.
Oh man, I look at Torres. What? What? Huh?
Yeah, so it's Angelino Torres.
The returning, of course. And he's under pressure from Gunter. Imagine saying, there's no way Gunter wins the battle with Angelino Torres. The series is actually finished if that happens. He thinks it's going to be on the outside, to be fair. Torres defends. And I tell you what, this could get pretty nasty, bro. Because he's in the birthday sandwich.
Yeah, and Jenny got a better line.
Here comes Charlotte Thompson to join in this mess. She's of course had good success at Monza, having won the last 2 sprint races in WTCL here. We'll figure out who wins that honour later today, as we see Valentino Rodriguez fighting for P2. So, a bit like it was at Rockingham, it is a Waterford leading at Wotal. Pova refuses to die. That should kill him off.
No. Fucking Pova.
The leads, Van then Rodriguez, then Suzuki, then Harris, then Nixon,
Camilla, Torres. And Thompson over to Jenny.
So she's into the top 10, and Dakota is having a poor race. There's Javo.
And Ramirez into points.
Oh, yeah, flags. We don't
Prober.
put it on it. Yeah. There's a bit of that's off then holds up. Back to this fight. Is like Rodriguez or Radolin? See what happens. We head into Parabolica. Nothing. Suzuki is 4th. Allison 5th. Nixon is 6th. And then comes Kamida. Torres and Omer having their little scrap for 7th or 8th place. Even.
Oh, Torres
gets on the grass. Good to Ohm. He's having a look. Gunter Ohm.
And yeah, Ohm is now ahead of Torres.
Gunter Ohm has overtaken Angelino Torres. If
Over
anyone
that.
had that on their bingo card for this season, right, I would like photographic evidence. Gunter Ohm has overtaken a man who was once described as one of the best drivers in WTCL. Angelino Torres is washed, question mark.
Liberty's promotion hopes now looking interesting.
There's Karina. Oh, guys. Then Thompson. Then comes Jenny and Jarvis. Then that's Kona. Ramirez. Flores. Kuznetsov. Holder. Minas.
No,
Battles firm.
Farfan made a mistake.
Well, then comes the two motor lights. Backfield.
Farfan in the red star. Oh, and Kamida
Oh,
lost the position
Replacement Torres.
to Ohm and Torres.
So what happened to Camilo? They were in 7th place anyway, so we're going to have to oh, so Owen went for the move. Barged his way past. And Torres got a better exit. But he's shaping up for the move, got back and moving to Owen. So the Torres fighting, I say fighting, not really. But it's up. Rodriguez, no.
And no vertic there. Oh, Ascona taps the back of Sabo, but I was gonna say P30. There is Zimmerman leading the race. And it's now looking good for Waterford. Because Ascona is down. Ascona out would score 2 points. So it would be roughly equal after the Rockingham race. Mixed by mistakes now. That's a good result for him. Mallard is now a big group of cars in the background. It's Thompson up to P10. And Ascona lost the position to Ramirez. This will be the first points for Outback this season. Now ahead. Oh, Van der Linde lost the position to Suki. And Waterford 1-2.
And somehow Suki's
Yeah, Suki just...
What happened here? Oh!
So, they went wide, I think.
Lost a lot of speed. And then Suki just had to go to the left-hand side and blowed away from both of them. So Waterford 1-2.
Oh, and it got
But Rodriguez goes down the inside now on Van der Linde. Can't get it done. Actually lost a lot of time, and now Harrison's going to get a bit closer to him.
And Van der Linde need to get the P2 back.
This is valuable points they're giving up to Waterford in the title push. Jenny here.
Yeah,
With
Ramirez now
Ramirez.
11. That's
Good
gonna
race
also
for
in
him.
position. Yeah, Sabo and Thompson.
Lost a lot of places.
Thompson's lost like
Did she get rammed into turn
six
1?
position.
And here we go, let's see. Oh, yeah, got taken up behind by Jaro.
Yeah, but they
And
took out each
she went
other.
off. Jaro also went off.
Yeah, so unlucky for them.
Well,
One,
Thompson's poor season
three
5
Holzer.
continues.
Well,
As Holzer running
Lycanthropes looks
P17.
painful. Like Holzer was rumored to join a new team. Lycanthrope denied the rumors, but maybe Holzer is on the move. We don't know.
On Legion Flop had an absolutely terrible year so far. But there's still time. Probably out the title race. Oh, that's a move by Thompson. No, that's because that's not even.
Holzer's
Doesn't
further
work.
back, but that's the tries everywhere. Not enough. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. That knowing her like a Suki for second, but not going to happen there. Fastest lap currently held by Hector Rodriguez. Behind these two and fourth.
Honda got a much better exit.
See. No, Suki gets a bit more speed out of there. Here we go, Van closed up again.
Honda is lifting.
We go to the right hand side. No.
Yeah, Zimmer got the fastest lap.
So Zoman somehow in all of this got the fastest lap. There's Camino and Torres. Yellow flags.
Oh,
Oh,
Suki's
she's
out!
Well, Van doesn't have to make the overtake.
That's a massive blow of water for the game.
Up. So another massive reliability issue for Waterford this season. And Kentaro Suki putting off to the right hand side. And he retires. So Van doesn't have to make the overtake. He's now got ahead without the
really 9.
Yeah, that's Kona now pushed up another place. Which also does mean that Roland Holzer is into the points. So
Lavas and Lycanthropes first points.
Yep.
As well as Outback.
Oh, it's actually Floaters getting it, not Tangeri, but there we go.
Oh, Torres and Kamida re-overtake.
Oh.
No.
Of course, you got the two very similar liveries of the Project R and the Liberté. Similar colours, similar designish. Got the stripes, you got the black, you got the red. So it can be a little bit hard to distinguish them, but the main difference is you can see the Project R has the stripes going over the front, whereas the Liberté doesn't. That's the main difference between the two. As you can see, going down the hill.
Cars are a little bit different. And the big box Renault.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've also got the cars, but like...
Yeah, the classics were...
and then that box car, the Renault, which was an absolute dog back when we last saw it in our WTCL back in Season 3. So... Someone like a Camino, see if he can get P7. Would be a bit of a anticlimactic way to return to the grid for Angelino Torres if he ends his first weekend behind the Camino in a Project R.
It takes time to adjust from open wheel cars to this box.
Yes. You signed up to drive a Renault. You know exactly what you were getting yourself in for. Right, finally Rodriguez are having a scrap. Oh, who's pitting?
The pit window open, I think.
Is the pit window open or is it got a problem? No,
it should be open.
Unless he's going for a massive undercut, which would be an absolute shout. Paid off in Rockingham, of course, for Harrison in the other flatland. So... next speaking about Harrison, he's got ahead of Nixon.
No, Harrison was already ahead of Nixon.
Oh yeah, no, because Suki blew it, never mind. Oh, Nixon goes for the move down the inside.
I don't think it's possible here. Yeah.
Oh, Harrison just closes the door. So Ohm's going for the massive undercut. Torres nearly
Quite the
gave
same.
past Camino. There's Kuznetsov.
Thompson nearly back into the points.
Imagine saying that Thompson and Torres would be 8th and 15th in an ITCL race. Oh, we got the battle further down the field. Sure. Milo and Sermon.
With the motor
The motor
line.
line unmodded.
Oh!
Oh! And the contact between the two motor lines as
Cortic
Cortic really
Mount
forces
7.
Sermon into the back of Maella.
So now we are back to the Vandal and Rodriguez battle for P2. As we once were. So we have Harrison, Nixon, Kamida Torres and Ascona Kuznetsov.
So Ohm's going for the massive.
Oh.
We'll see if it pays off.
I think everyone will pit now.
Let's
It
see.
should be a huge move for home. But here comes Nixon
Nixon goes
first.
down the inside. Not going to
Too
happen.
far back.
Well, he is trying to send it right around the outside, and he pushes them both off. They both keep out the wall, though, but they have lost a lot of time, and they stay P4 and 5. Torres has got ahead of Camino. What he did... Oh! Is that him in the wall?
Torres in the wall!
Well, when it returns to
Ascona,
ITCL...
oh, and that was Jenny in the
and
wall
also
too.
Camino. I don't know what happened to Camino.
Yeah.
Right, so I saw that Torres got ahead for a second, and then it all kicked
Absolute
off.
carnage in the first chicane.
Right, so here we go. This is what happened with Angelino Torres. So, pulls out for the late move. Whoa!
Oh!
And then sends Camino
and
back. And that's Coda pummeled into Torres. So they're both going to have to pit with damage. And then that actually forced Holes off the track because Holes has nowhere to go. So where did Camino end up? So, oh, what? So he gets flipped. And then... Oh, so that's where Holes went off. So Camino hit Holes though, which then put him off balance for the entire section. So he was then forced off.
What happened to Jenny?
And somehow Jenny gets involved in this. So he was shaving up for Wilhelm Ramirez, then backed out of it, missed the apex, and he's then gone off and into the wall, but survives without damage.
Liberty's title fight going well. Oh!
Oh, and
Crash
Thompson
again.
goes into the back of Jenny. Did Holes get any damage? I don't think he has. Yeah, the Holes is fine. Well, Rama involving the returning Angelino Torres, whose return weekend has not gone to plan. Ramirez is up to 8th in all this. That would be a good result for Outback, given they've had a couple of issues at the start of this season. But the season 3 champion showing what he can do. Arfan's also retired. He's just blown up. So, nothing really too interesting. Oh, retired!
Oh.
Oh. So, Owen was just repairing with a mechanical failure then, I guess. Wasn't something that was related to the gearbox. I don't think. Let's see what happened.
Oh no, it's an issue in the pit. He was fine, it's fine, and yeah, it's an issue in the pit.
I just went. Very weird. Electrical failure, maybe? I have no idea. And then retires. So, Ohm's out. Harrison will be the sole Flatland racing driver. So, Zerman leads by half of Italy over Van der Linde. Then Rodriguez and Harrison, then Nixon. You would feel like this is very much Patrick Zerman's race to lose, but as we saw in Rockingham, you can't really put too much faith in that, well, you know, Watford not blowing up.
And Nemat is out of the race.
Oh. Never for tyres.
A lot of cars returning now.
Yeah. Monza's a very demanding track for these cars. So
Oh, and Ramirez is out. Oh, there goes out back
oh,
point.
Ramirez! Oh,
What happens this lap? That's like 4th time.
Everyone's just blowing up.
Oh, so it's weird because the car is still fine here. It just went. Oh, that's a hard break for Albert.
Yep, but they were on for a good point tally as well, so it's not ideal. So they're all coming into the pits now.
And Zimmerman is already out.
Is he already out? Is that 2.6 reading accurate?
No. Van der Linde or Rodriguez. Oh, that's Mallard already out.
Yep,
Nixon.
Kamita.
Oh, so Nixon will be
he's coming out.
second.
So Nixon's
Country
second.
mile. Kuznetsov is
Kuznetsov.
first.
What?
There's Van der
Manway
Linde.
fourth.
And Rodriguez fifth. Flores sixth.
Zachenkov somehow fought his way into seventh.
Harrison eighth.
Bad stop for Harrison. He's going to come out eighth.
Oh, and the Red Star driver.
Really? Oh,
Maela.
Maela somehow into ninth.
That's cool, I think.
I'm going to bring up their pronunciation for it. Hang on.
Torres just 11. Thompson, Sabojani.
They said to pronounce it like Savena Shvedsta. I have no idea if I'm even saying that correct, but they said Savena Shvedsta.
Savino Zesta, yeah.
I mean, we're going to call it Red Star, but that's the pronunciation they want us to use. However, you forgot that I'm English. We have no ability to pronounce anything in a foreign language. So, we're calling it Red Star. So somehow, because,
Van der
I'm
Linde.
pitting again.
Stuck in 4th, I think.
Maybe.
It must be. Yeah, they shift down to 3rd. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, and
Adeline's in fourth, and that's his race over. This is a massive nightmare for Boto.
And that pushes Ness into the points from last place.
Yep, as Kona, obviously nowhere.
That's going to be back to 9th, but Zimmerman will win the race unless
he blows up, yeah.
4 laps left. And it's Flores up to P5 with the lava. And Asishenko P6. That was Harrison P7. Oh, and yeah, and
Maela or Saavedra for Red Star is in now going to be 8th place.
Yeah, but that's huge points for
Maela has, yeah, that's a massive result for them. For Red Star.
And Van der Linde out.
Van der Linde retires, that pushes Maela into the top 8 somehow. Zerman has absolutely booked it. He's absolutely annihilated the field. Also, 8 DNFs. That's got to be pushing the ITCL DNF record, right?
Maybe in Moscow that was more.
Ah, what Moscow race? It never happened. What?
Oh yeah.
Never happened, remember? Oh. Only a select few people.
This is not a reference to the board. This is just an inside joke.
Ah, yes. Oh, Flores go for the move on Rodriguez for 4th. Down the inside, too far back. Lydia Flores pushing for P4, whilst her teammate is down in 15. So Lydia Flores putting in her one good drive of the entire season, it would appear.
I mean, Sanger is 15. Could be points here as drivers tend to retire.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've still got a couple of laps
So
left
maybe
to go.
we see Motorline scoring a point.
Nah, I'll head it all with that. I would honestly have seen it all of that.
And
I
that's
mean,
Kuznetsov third. Velocita might get a podium.
I'm lost. So why not? For the funny.
And it's been ages. Maybe even that was Conor Ryan last at the podium with Velocita, and that was a win in season to Austria. Or,
There's Kuznetsov. Well, yeah, the Italian fans might actually have something to cheer home here with Kuznetsov.
Flores now looking inside.
We haven't really seen too many overtakes, but we'll see if she does it here. No. There's Harrison. He's 7 at the moment.
Thompson now pulling away from the black-red cars. There is an Adve Lava battle again. And Sanger is trying on the outside. And it didn't work.
It's not gonna happen there.
Yeah, coming out of the points, holes are out of the points. That's gonna maybe maybe that's gonna catch Maela. Like Maela got the 2 minute 2.6 the fastest lap. That's gonna get 2 minute 1.1 on the fastest lap. There's a big difference there. There is Torres. Well, they're just disappointing so far for Torres.
Yeah, and a massive incident. Never really got into it in qualifying. Hasn't really ever got into it in the race. Been underwhelming, as has Compton, as has a couple of bigger names further. Camino, who was in there and happened, fell off. And he blocked before we even got to turn one. So it proves that a big name doesn't guarantee you success in this division.
Oh, and there is
Yeah.
Ascona.
Yep, that's kind of trying to get past the red star of Wayne Mayala.
Oh, and Kuznetsov lost his lead to Rodriguez, so it's now 3-way fight for P3.
Yep. Lydia Flores getting involved in this fight as well.
2 laps left.
And they might, if they go slow enough, maybe even begin to pull in Asachenko, but that might not happen.
Oh, Flores now.
Trying to get
ahead.
past Rodriguez, gets ahead. Not sure what happened to Rodriguez, but Flores has got ahead.
No, maybe a lava podium. Flores is already behind Kuznetsov.
We are legitimately going to see a podium fight for third between Velociturn and Lava.
Between Kuznetsov and Flores.
I would say I had this one as one of my predictions for the weekend, but this is going to be interesting nonetheless.
Gaining a lot, Flores.
You could say she's chasing Kuznetsov as we head towards Parabolica.
Because he's not as close.
Behind them, that's a change of clearly making any inroads. So, clean done. As we start the final lap, Patrick Thurman has absolutely annihilated the entire field today. So let's see, fight for third, because that's off Flores or Rodriguez.
Yeah, this is really Flores' best chance.
Who, if any of them, are going to try it at turn one?
Nobody. Why? Meanwhile, Sanger in the points. Sanger is out of the points. Oh, Flores on the track!
Flores with a costly mistake. And has she just thrown her chance of P3 away? Surely she has.
Won't be a
It's a
podium.
costly mistake from her. She's now going to fall back into
Now
the trap of
Rodriguez do it.
Asashenkov. So that's a gift for
Maybe
Rodriguez.
Kuznetsov. So it would be William Miller there, but Kuznetsov replaces Miller after a
He
interesting.
has impressed this first weekend up to P3 at the moment. So,
Yeah,
oh, he makes a mistake though. Rodriguez going down the inside.
that was Rodriguez, but it's a hard place to overtake. Not
Just too
gonna
far back.
happen.
Just too far back. But
And
it's
Asichenko
getting
now behind
desperate.
Flores.
It's getting desperate now for Kuznetsov. Asachenko slightly all over the back
Come on,
of
that's
Flores.
gonna head of
Mayella
Maya.
oh, that's kind of got ahead of Mayella.
So Water
So,
saving some points.
well, Zerman's absolutely annihilate the first. I mean, Zerman's coming out of Parabolica right now. So, that kind of just shows how far ahead everybody is. Because Patrick Zerman is cut across the line. I mean, it's an absolutely emphatic drive from the Swissman.
Yeah,
He absolutely takes this
it's a really
field
good race.
apart with a 20-second win, making Mikael Jensen's performances in the JTCL look fairly average in comparison. Meanwhile, we got this fight for third. Rodriguez has to send it, or Kuznetsov's going to get it. And Kuznetsov is going to hold
Oh,
on for
Sam.
P3.
Connor Nixon
Nixon is going to cross the
from
line,
Mallard.
dribbles up this to Mallard as he takes P2. What a good
So
little
race
driver
to the
he's turning
line.
out to be. Kuznetsov takes P3 ahead of Hector Rodriguez. But then came Flores with that final lap mistake proving costly. She finishes 5th ahead of Assachenkov. Harrison finishing 7th, though a strong display from him. Then that's Kona, who's going to cross the line and end up P8, so double, well, at least some points on the board, at least for Wayne Mayella, going to get Red Star's first points in ITCL, I believe, finishing 9th
Yeah.
ahead of Angelino Torres with an underwhelming turn at P10. Thompson's going to follow up ahead of Jarbov, who's followed home by Jenny, so double points at least for Liberté. Altai Sangale, the Turkman, going to make it a double points for Lava as he takes the final points position with next 15 ahead of Kamida, who dropped back in the pits, then Holzer and Kortig, and then Sowen and Menas will be the last two finishers at the back of the field.
Yep. Well, Zimmerman was brilliant. And I heard rumors that Zimmerman was supposed to be in Santos this season, but the day got turned around after.
Yep. There was some speculation potentially about Zimmerman going to Shrewsbury as well last season, maybe to replace Thompson, but once again, the
Yeah, but
move never really came for Zimmerman, so he's
the
stuck
deal
down
was
here, but he's putting down a nice bid for the ITCL title.
agreed, but then Baltica got a new team principal, and he rejected this move. So now Zimmerman fights to promote themselves into WTCL.
Well, he was
And does a
doing
good
very
job
well
so
at
far.
he was doing very well at Rockingham. Then the reliability kicked in, but gets his revenge here with an absolutely, I mean, yeah, 24 seconds. And Connor Nixon, who actually was rejected by Drake, who is also the same team who got rid of Linda Rodel after she was their top goal, after she was and also Cordova Avenue. But he had a very solid season at Mallard last season. Gets his first podium of the year. Good result for him at Mallard. Of course, Mallard's not really one of the main title protagonists. Kenny's been about in the Robin this year, but he's doing a very nice job for P2 there.
Well,
Gets their first podium.
yeah,
Good little result for them in their midfield fight in the standings.
yeah, but
And of course, Luis Kuznetsov, after Miller at Rockingham, they lost set it up as enough. Dropped him after one race, brought him Kuznetsov, and he gets a podium in his first race, holding off Hector Rodriguez, who's a very talented driver. So, you know.
yeah, and Lava scored their third points in this season as well as Red Star with their first ever points in the series. And yeah, well, that's 10 different teams in the top 10.
Hey, I mean,
Velocita, Liberty, and Lava will take double points, but I think that Liberty will be really disappointing.
yeah, I think coming out of this weekend, Waterford will lead the championship, right?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably
Rosal
Waterford.
got some points, maybe Liberté.
Yeah, Waterford
Uh,
Liberty. Or Waterford Rotor
Hatsuki
Liberty.
finished. Hatsuki finished easily Waterford. But
Well,
you only get what,
Van der Linde also retired.
36 for the win. Liberté got some points, same as Rotal, so it's going to get close up there.
Yeah, but as we know that uh, in both seasons when we had ITCL, the second placed also got promoted because of teams leaving WTCL or
For
reforming.
various reasons.
Yeah. So yeah, so you should fight for second. That's for sure. So
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
that's where Rotor or Liberté or maybe
this
even
season looks very,
Velocitas or
very.
Adve can
Yeah, it does
get
look
up.
a very open like TCL season. I mean, even Flatland have had decent pace. Project R have had some promise. Mallard is further to understand he's had a good race. Adve are always in there. Velocity, of course, have got good drivers and they just got a podium. So, wide open series. ITCL normally is. I mean, one weekend you can show up, you're on top of the world. Next weekend you can show up, you're back in the midfield. So, I mean, a team who'd know that better than anyone is Adve. I mean, they're always kind of in there. And then one weekend they'll drop off and then they never really seem to get that momentum back. And they always end up seeming to slip away from the title. But
Yeah, they just
it is what it is. You just gotta keep going at it in ITCL. It's a very tough division to get out of, but that's why it's even more satisfying when you finally do get promoted to WTCL, because you know that you've grinded hard for that. So, you know, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be easy to get into WTCL now, would it? I mean, you've got 14 teams who all want the same goal. So, unfortunately, many teams
yeah
who make it to WTCL don't actually end up doing anything. But we'll see. Of course, we've got the sprint race later, where last year's promoted team who came up by a second, Ranga, Hey Knight starts on pole, I believe. So, it's gonna be interesting to see if promoted team can take some success there. But yeah,
and it's Balaji in second. Well,
yep.
I guess Stoffer bottled every good position so far this
It's,
season.
yes, the Stoffel DNA.
Yeah, but when they luck we get turned around, they will just get 1-2s every race.
Exactly.
But
You
the
know, I mean,
question is, will we see this in this season? Because it's not late, because I it's still wide open.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, there's a reason why WTCL is that good. I mean, you just look at these teams in ITCL, you think, wow, Zerman's a great driver. You then look at what he did in WTCL, and yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, like, it's WTCL is the place for the 14 best teams in the series, so that's why it's so hard to get out of ITCL, because you've got teams trying to get the best deals they can, trying to get the best car they can, trying to make the most of their finances. And it's not like WTCL, where if you're a comfortable mid-table team, you haven't really got anything to lose. If you're a comfortable mid-table team in ITCL, then you're in trouble. Because, I mean, yeah,
But you got even less
God,
to lose. You cannot get relegated.
yeah, exactly. But you've got to keep pushing for that. I mean, if you're happy to be a mid-table team in ITCL, then you just got to go backwards. You got to keep pushing. ITCL is a series where things can change very quickly. So we'll see how the title fight develops. Waterford definitely seem to have the pace. They just need to get their cars to finish. So we'll
Same
see
with
how it gets
Rotor.
on. And of course, if the Birdsey can get Angelino Torres firing up back to his best, like we saw in season 2 and season 3, then he'll be an absolute menace for the drivers' title. And of course, Rotal, I remember a poor weekend here, albeit not helped by, Van Loeb plotting up. I don't know, they got pace.
Yeah, well, Velocity also got Thompson all over the place.
Yeah, just,
Kennedy barely done any meters
I
today.
mean, he well, maybe it's one, but yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, ITCL is just an absolute bonkers place where anyone can actually get promoted. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Team Malolo aren't getting promoted this year. Keep the faith.
Probably.
If you're that one person who's predicted them to win the title.
Probably. But we see like still 12 round left. And I think next races are Rumble races.
Ah, yes. The new
Butters.
format, which was probably invented by some madman, but either way.
No, it's Chicago
Chicago.
actually. Oh no, oh no,
Yes,
that's
the
gonna be
street track.
yeah, that's gonna be
What a fun
chaotic.
experience that's gonna.
Yeah,
And the
so
Rumble
it's
race is going to be commentated.
probably live stream.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but
So
it's
just be sure to tune in for that.
so one round contains two races, and it gets averaged if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's very confusing but very interesting format.
Yeah, but it will make sense.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, after a while, yeah, there was an announcement on it was going to get it out. Yes, so Saturday, 30 minutes qualifying, 20-minute race, normal grid. Then you have a 20-minute race with the complete reverse grid, and then it's qualifying result plus the qualifying result plus race 1 result plus race 2 result plus divided by 4. And then the Sunday is the exact
The
same thing.
same. Yeah.
And then it's just a case of who gets the most points. Gives the chance for those at the back of the grid to try and hold on with some good defensive driving. Also gives the chance for the faster drivers to do their stuff and race number 1. So it should be pretty chaotic, I feel. Especially with the second race where you're going to have absolute clue sniffers at the front of the field.
Yeah, well, it will be interesting to see. So that's one reason to tune in next weekend. And yeah, until then, goodbye, and make sure to follow the media because there's interesting stories behind the stage. Goodbye.